Who told you that you were naked? In my Bible study, I often find myself drawn back to the book of Genesis. As I revisit the fall for what feels like the 100th time, I sense that God is revealing something profound that I had never noticed before, which is His direct response to sin. Immediately following the entrance of sin into the world, God seeks out Adam and asks, "Where are you?" This question, posed by an all-knowing God, seems to transcend a mere inquiry of physical location. Instead, it prompts a deeper reflection on the state of their now disconnected hearts and spirits. Adam replies, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." God then poses a question that I interpret as rhetorical. Who told you that you were naked? In this moment, I believe God is unveiling the lie that sin has attached itself to humanity's identity. A lie that blasphemes God's very essence. When God asks, "Who told you that you were naked?" He is essentially questioning the sources of doubt and fear that have arisen. He is saying, "Who told you that I don't provide? Because all that I am has been given to you. Who told you to hide away your nakedness? For I created you to be vulnerable in my presence. Who told you to rely on yourself? For all that exists relies on me. Who told you that your curiosity could ever undo what I have spoken? For I speak and it happens. Who told you that trusting me was wrong? For resting in me was all you needed. I am more than enough." When the enemy attacks our identity, it is fundamentally an assault on God's character. The enemy's attack on Eve came in the form of a question about her identity, cleverly disguised as a pursuit of self-knowledge. In that moment of doubt, Eve questioned what she knew because she failed to rest in the assurance that God knows and that His word is enough. If Adam and Eve reflected on who God is, they would have recognized who they truly were. And the same applies for us today. As Ephesians 6:12 reminds us, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over the present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in heavenly places." The passage continues, urging us to take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day. Our identity in Jesus serves as this armor. He is Jehovah Nissi, our banner. We are made in His image, created to reflect what He has declared. Therefore, we are not less than what God has created us to be. You do not lack, because God is abundant. Shame at its core is fear-based, and God did not give you a spirit of fear, but a sound mind. Depression does not define you, for joy resides within you in Jesus' name. You are nothing less than God's truth about you, which is the only ultimate authority. While the world may impose shifting and uncertain standards, Jesus remains consistently, persistently, and victoriously good. God is enough, and therefore you are enough. You lack nothing because God possesses everything. When I study the story of Adam and Eve, I witness God moving swiftly to restore the identity that sin had stripped away. This was not a punishment, but a divine pursuit to bring us back to holiness in which we were created, reflecting His likeness. Take the time to understand who God is and humbly sit in His truth. The next time the enemy attempts to challenge you, ask God what it means to be made in His image. Then evaluate whether the words, situations, or feelings you encounter align with God's standards. Who told you that you were naked?